Welcome to the Tech Mechanic. Today's breakdown is part of our Azure Architecture Master Series. If you want the full roadmap, then hit the playlist from the start. With that said, let's dive into today's topic. Imagine a new developer accidentally deletes your company's production database. Within seconds, customers can't log in. Orders stop. Payments fail. The company loses millions. Could this happen? It absolutely could, unless access is properly controlled. That's exactly why Azure uses Role-Based Access Control, or RBAC. Today, you'll learn one of the most important security concepts every cloud architect must understand. In a real company, people have different responsibilities. A developer writes code. A tester validates software. A finance manager reviews budgets. A cloud administrator manages infrastructure. If everyone receives full Azure access, security becomes a disaster. Instead, Azure follows a simple principle. Give people only the access they actually need. RBAC stands for Role-Based Access Control. Instead of giving permissions directly to every user, Azure assigns roles. Each role contains a predefined set of permissions. Users receive those permissions by being assigned a role. Think of it like a company's job titles. Your job title determines what you are allowed to do. I will show you how to securely grant the right permissions to the right people in just 5 simple steps. Let's jump into the Azure portal. Step 1 is all about setting your target scope. This is the boundary where you want your permissions to apply. First, log into the Azure portal. From your dashboard, locate your target scope. This could be a management group, a specific subscription, a resource group, or even an individual resource. Once you find it, go ahead and click on it to open its overview blade. Step 2. Let's open up the Identity and Access Management panel. Look over at the left-hand navigation menu and click on Access Control, IAM. At the top of this page, click the plus Add button and select Add Role Assignment from the drop-down menu. Step 3 is choosing the exact role or job function you want to assign. You can browse through the list or use the search bar to find a built-in role, like owner, contributor, reader, or something more specific like Automation Contributor. Click on the role you need to highlight it, and then click Next at the bottom of the screen. Step 4. Let's assign our members. Under the Assign Access to section, choose your principal type. You can select User, Group, or Service Principal for regular people and apps, or Managed Identity for automated Azure resources. Next, click Select Members. On the right-hand panel, just type in the name or email address of the identity you want to add, click on them from the list, hit Select, and then click Next. Finally, Step 5. Review and Create. If you want to restrict access based on specific attributes or tags, you can optionally define conditions here, then click Next. If it does, click that Review plus Assign button. Imagine an office building. The CEO can access every floor. Employees can enter only their department. Visitors can stay only in the reception area. Everyone works in the same building, but everyone has different permissions. Azure RBAC works exactly the same way. Azure provides many built-in roles, but you'll use these 4 most often. Owner has full control. Contributor can create and manage resources but cannot grant permissions. Reader can only view resources. User Access Administrator manages access for other users. One of Azure RBAC's biggest strengths is scope. You can assign permissions at Management Group, Subscription, Resource Group, Individual Resource. Permissions automatically flow downward through the Azure hierarchy. Let's revisit our shopping application. The development team receives contributor access to the shopping resource group. They can deploy applications and update infrastructure. However, they cannot change permissions or access production subscriptions outside their project. Banks apply RBAC very carefully. Cloud administrators receive owner access. Developers receive contributor access. Auditors receive reader access because they only need to inspect resources. This separation improves security and helps satisfy compliance regulations. Architects follow a simple security rule: the principle of least privilege. Users should receive the minimum permissions required to perform their jobs, nothing more. This dramatically reduces security risks. Large enterprises don't manually assign permissions one by one. Instead, they create security groups such as developers, network engineers, database administrators, and auditors. RBAC roles are assigned to these groups, making access management much simpler. Many beginners give owner access to everyone. This is one of the biggest mistakes in Azure. Good architects carefully design permissions before deploying applications. Over the last few lessons, we've built the Azure hierarchy step by step. Management groups organize subscriptions. Subscriptions organize resource groups. Resource groups organize resources. RBAC controls who can access them. Now you understand how enterprise Azure environments remain organized, secure, and manageable. Let's summarize. RBAC ensures that every person receives only the permissions required to perform their work. It improves security, simplifies management, and forms the foundation of enterprise Azure governance. Without RBAC, cloud security becomes impossible to manage. Whether your goal is to become a solution architect, cloud architect, AI architect, or simply a better software engineer, the Tech Mechanic is your learning destination. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay ahead in your tech journey.